I'm going to start the tzatziki sauce, which is basically a Greek yogurt, cucumber, sour cream with salt, lemon juice, and white vinegar and dill and garlic. It's a sauce that we're going to put on the pita bread before we put the meat on it, and it adds a lot of flavor, and it's really good. Sometimes I use it as a dip with vegetables, so if you have leftovers, if you do this recipe, you can always chip some pretzels and whatever vegetables with it. It's really good. So I'm going to start with 2 cups of Greek yogurt. I like to use the Greek yogurt because it is a little thicker. Let's get it all in there. Next I'm going to add the sour cream. It's about a half cup. I'm going to add my lemon juice, which is about a 1/4 cup. 2 tablespoons of white wine vinegar. A tablespoon of kosher salt. And I have 1 cucumber I diced up. And I'm also going to put 1 clove of garlic in. Just gonna smash it in there. Oy. Get this out. Okay. And I also have some fresh dill. We need about 2 teaspoons of that. We just need to shave it off there. You can add a little more if you like. Just give it a quick chop. Sometimes it's a little hard to chop because it likes to go all over the place. It smells really good. Doesn't have to be finely chopped. And just do that. Put that in there. Just a little bit more. Just looked a little under. And just put that in there. Okay. Just add a little bit more to it. And then let's give it a quick mix. Be a little careful because it might slop back at you. Smell the dill in there. It smells so wonderful. I can't wait to have this on top of my pita bread. I may just cheat a little earlier and just dip some pita into it. Have it as a snack. Or I should say a little later, not a little earlier. And that's it. And I'm going to stick it in the refrigerator and let the flavors work on each other in there. While the tzatziki is in the refrigerator, getting the flavors together, I'm going to finish up the tabbouleh that I started earlier. If you remember, I had done a cup of bulgur and 1.5 cups of boiling water, and then I added lemon juice and olive oil and salt, and this is what it looks like. It's actually a little bit longer than the hour, but it fluffs up really nice and absorbs all the liquid, even though it looked like it wasn't going to. And then to this, I'm going to add parsley, and I'm going to add a chopped and seeded and peeled cucumber, a bunch of scallions I've chopped up, and about 2 cups of cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes that I had in the refrigerator. And I'm going to cut up the parsley and just add this in there, and then we're going to mix everything together. This can be a rough chop, doesn't have to be perfect. This is a salad. Sometimes I like to throw some feta into it, or black olives. Sometimes when we have some pocket pitas, we put this in there and throw a little bit of meat in with it. It's kind of a little bit of an all-purpose salad. parsley doesn't chop as well as I thought it would. Just wanna, like I said, it's a rough chop. You don't want any big chunks in there. But since you're eating it with a fork, that's okay. I'm gonna just put that in there. Parsley all over the place. Take a little more. Some of the recipes out there for tabbouleh call for mint. We're not very big on mint in our food, so I just like to add the extra parsley to it instead of the mint. So the recipe that will be online will just have the parsley in it. I won't have the mint part. But if you want to, you can do a cup of parsley and a cup of mint in yours with everything else the same. And then I did forget to mention that after I put this all together, I will add a little bit of pepper to it. We already added salt to it earlier when I was soaking the bulgur in the olive oil and water and lemon juice. Once you have it on your plate, if you want to add more salt, or if you're adding feta or olives to it, that has salt in it as well. So now I'm going to add the cucumbers, scallions. I use the white and the green parts. I mean, if you don't like the green, you can leave them off and just use the white. And I'm adding the cherry tomatoes. Oops, a little messy. And then just want to slowly toss this. Looks good, doesn't it? And I like to let this sit a little bit so the flavors can kind of combine. This is also a nice little salad you can take to a picnic. Since it's not mayonnaise based, it's not gonna get, you don't have to worry about it getting too warm. Being out at a picnic or at a pool party, because it can be, you can have it room temperature or you can have it cold. And let me add a little bit of pepper. And there we go. And I'm going to put this aside. And now it's time for a break. We'll see you when we get back.